Right, Almost Lost at Sea is a tune in Dadgad, but I've got to point out that I tune a semitone lower than that, so I'm in D flat, A flat, D flat, and so on. I've transcribed it in Dadgad, but of course the tab will work in whatever tuning you want, whatever variation you want on that theme, but the music is actually written in Dadgad. The first awkward part you might find in this piece is right at the beginning, where you've got to do a part bar with your first finger. I'll show you in close-up. I'll show you that again slowly. As you can see, the first finger here is tucked behind the second finger and is covering the 6th, 5th and 4th strings. It's a bit of a stretch, and I must admit the first time I tried it I couldn't do it. I had to practice it, and I'm expecting you will have to as well. It's not difficult, it just calls for a lot of flexibility in the first finger. So persevere and please don't put yourself in casualty on my account. The next thing you might find a little bit problematic is it crops up in bar 5. It's not particularly difficult, it's just a long stretch for the left hand. I'll show you. And once again slowly. Now, as you can see, the gap between the first and the fourth fingers is quite big. It's not the biggest stretch you're ever going to come up against on the guitar, but it's quite big if you're not used to this kind of fretwork. And you might find that if you're not used to it, the pressure on the fourth finger is a little bit difficult to maintain enough to give you a nice clean note. But there's nothing here that a bit of practice won't sort out. The next one I want to talk about is in bar 12. This is after you've played the verse twice. It occurs in the middle section of the tune, and it contains a slightly difficult bar. I'll show you in close-up what I mean. The last point I want to mention for this tune is the ending. It's a variation on that chord you played right at the beginning, only it doesn't involve that nasty reach with the first finger for the part bar. The first finger is involved though, so I'll show you what has to happen in close-up. And again slowly. So that's Almost Lost at Sea. Work through it slowly, do it in small chunks. You shouldn't have any problems, but if you do, contact me through my website and I'll try and help you out.